So, we've seen presentations from so many companies in the morning. Akasa is just about a year old, 11 months old. PhonePe is about 4-5 years old. And I work for a company which is 138 years old, And I've been here in this company for most of these 138 years. So, there's a small joke, but most of the time I've been here. And I'm going to talk about influencers, something which is a new phenomenon for a company like us, because we are a company which has over 500 products to sell. We reach out to almost every household in the country. Just to give you numbers, we sell 400 crore Hajmola tablets every year, So that's the extent of reach of the company. So hence, we are a very, very mass marketing company, and we've been on a digital journey. I mean, we call it digital marketing, but it's basically just same thing, in a different avatar. So I'm going to talk about a bit of about my brands and then about what we do, right? So if you look at the construct of the company, I just want to talk about this because it's not many people know about my company. So our company has three sets of brands. The brands which we launched first, where we were pioneers. The brands where which we launched later, and we were like followers. And the third set of brands where we are somewhere in between. So leader brands, first of all, leader brands are the brands where we have more than 60% market share, like categories like juices, we have 60% plus market share. Chyawanprash, Dabur Chyawanprash, everybody knows, 60% plus market share. Honey, 60% plus market share. Home care categories, we are just about 30%, very close neck to neck with the competitors. The next set of categories, which are very big categories like hair oils and oral care, we are number 2 player in the country. For example, in oral care, we have beaten Colgate in lots of markets in the country. We have become number 1. And at a country level, we are number 2 in oral care category. Again, a category which is penetrated to the level of 99%. Imagine this country, 99% people use some oral care or the other, which is toothpaste or tooth powder or something. So that's the extent of the company, and so since we are distributed, very well distributed in the country, we are distributed via over 77 lakh outlets, right? Like our direct and indirect reach is 77 lakh outlets. So there's so many shops selling our products, and hence we were very, very mass, not niche. Come to the presentation now about the influencers. We are influencers, and what do you want to be? There are 2 types of influencers. One is that, what do you want to be? You want to be rock stars, right? At the end of the day, you want to be rock stars? Or who do we want to believe in, right? So this is more about what you want to believe in. The first influencer you would have all of us met in our life was our mother, who influenced our life with 0 haters. And the maximum trust one could get was from the mother. What the real life influencer can do, like if you look at the example on the left, this Zomato guy, he had his birthday, what he did was with every delivery, he pasted a chocolate along with it and gave it away, just made a post on it on Instagram. With 300 odd followers, he got millions and millions of likes. It got viral. Second is the movie Adipurush, movie got released 2 weeks back. And people started posting videos on their own talking about the movie. And those reviews were so bad that, the movie completely bombed, unable to recover its production cost. So we look at the spectrum of influencers. So one side you have high inspiration, high reach influencers. Second side you have high trust and low reach influencers. So if you look at the entire spectrum, you have nano, micro, macro, mega, and celebs. We have been known for using celebs and mega influencers, macro, micro, nano, etc. That has been happening in the last 5 odd years. So like if you want to build advocacy, you have to go to the smallest possible influencer. And if you want to build reach, then you have to go to a bigger one. So we use both of them, both types of influencers. So I'll just tell you a bit about how how this ecosystem works in our company. So we have a central marketing team which is based in our headquarters. In Delhi, we call it, but it's actually in Ghaziabad. We call it Delhi because it sounds cool. Ghaziabad doesn't sound so cool. So it's in Ghaziabad actually, we are based in Ghaziabad. And what we've done is that our marketing team is decentralized now in a way. And we have enabled our regional marketing teams to engage with local agencies and local influencers to build the ecosystem for their own brands. So for example, there's a guy sitting in, say, Calcutta. He can connect with somebody in Northeast or, say, in Odisha in a much better way. Somebody who's sitting in South understands those language nuances much better and can work in a better way. Otherwise, in Delhi type of places, you have mostly people who understand Hindi or say, languages which are only known in those areas. We have been only restricted in one part of the country, but this gives us a deep kind of a penetration into the whole country. If you look at the ecosystem today, like TV still is 900 million, right? TV still is reached to about 90 crore people. Mobile is coming very close, but if you look at people who are there on social media, there's about 330 million. So for our kind of companies, we still need to reach to both end of spectrums. One is to build advocacy and second to build reach. So just to give you some examples, for example, Dabur Amla Hair Oil is one of the flagship brands in the country and been there for over 50 years, and the company is known for this brand, Dabur Amla Hair Oil. So what we do with this brand? What we do is that, we have a mega influencer like Deepika Padukone. I think you guys know her. She's one of the TV actors, movie stars. Yeah. And other end of the spectrum, we have people like Swati Sachdeva, who's a stand-up comedian who kind of comes and does some work for us occasionally. Then, so what happens is that with small influencers or say nano macro influencers, your messaging is customized and you get the right platform to reach people and you can put your message across in a better way. What happens in our business is that for a company which is like so old as me, is that it's very difficult to find new users for your products, right? And how the business is built is that, you find new users for your products or you try to have the same users use your product more, So how much hair oil can you use, in a hair oil? I mean, I don't use hair oil as you can see, but people who do use hair oil, how much can they use? The occasions for usage of hair oils is going down over the years. How do you find the new users is by using a small influencers. So this Swati Sachdeva kind of people, they connect very, very well with our audiences. Second is this guy, nobody knows this guy in this country. It's called Amitabh Bachchan, is a small actor in Bollywood. He is also one of the influencers for our brands. He has been there for over 20 years promoting lots of brands, right from Chyawanprash to now he's of course 82 and it's the right time for him to promote red toothpaste. Yeah, you can laugh. Other end, we have people like Vinay Kant and Shivani who are in, say, nano influencer, who basically build advocacy through their content which they create. Another thing which we have been doing with red toothpaste is that we have had a massive school contact program which we have been running for the past 10-15 years. We go to schools across the country, we go and sample the product with the kids, and when the kid takes the toothpaste back home, two things can happen. Either they like it or they hate it, right? If they like it, they go and purchase it once again. And this program we have run with this small school influencers for the past so many years. And you will be proud to know that, Dabur red toothpaste has become #1 toothpaste in the entire East Coast, right from Orissa to Andhra Pradesh to Tamil Nadu, bigger than Colgate toothpaste, we typically think that Colgate is number one in the country, but these markets we have taken a lead, and lots of other markets we are number two, and at the country level, at a company level, in the whole country we are number two toothpaste brand now. Beaten Levers, by the way, very recently. Then one brand which we launched just last year, still under launch right now, Dabur Vedic Tea. This brand is only promoted through the social influencers. There's no other advertising we have done. We are seeding this product in a very small way. I just went to the store nearby, Mrs. Pereira's store, which is right next to this gate, back gate. I found this tea over there. I was so surprised. I said, wow, look at this. It's available, very different tasting tea. It's Vedic tea, so it has to have a different taste. Otherwise, you would say that ye kya de diya, right? That's why. Then Vatika hair oil. Vatika hair oil is another brand which is sold only in few states. It sells primarily in Maharashtra, Karnataka, and Andhra Pradesh. So we use local influencers in those markets and run our campaign in those markets. And been very successful in doing so. And because these niche influencers have very high reach. This woman, I would imagine you would probably know, she's also a very small influencer. She's an MP in Lok Sabha. She was hired by one of our local teams in Calcutta. So if I had hired her from central team, we would have paid a lot of money. So those guys reached out to her and she did this work for us for Hajmola, which went viral and over 3 million views in just about a few weeks. Few days, and we paid her almost nothing. I'll just play one video to you, which is also one influencer which we used in Kerala. I think it runs. I hope it runs. Yeah, it is running.
என்னுடைய பேர் வந்து டி சிவன். இந்த வண்ணாரப்பேட்டை வில்லேஜ் குன்னூர். நான் வந்து இங்கே தான் பிறந்தேன். நான் வந்து போஸ்ட் ஆஃபீஸில் 35 வருஷம் சர்வீஸ் பண்ணி நான் இப்போ ஓய்வு இருக்கேன். எனக்கு வந்து வேறு ஸ்கூட்டரோ பைக்கோ சைக்கிளோ 2 வீலர்ஸோ எதுவும் கிடையாது. டெலிவரி ஏரியா வந்து காடு பாறை புளி மேடு இந்த மாதிரி இடத்துக்குள்ள தான் நான் போய்கிட்டு இருக்கிறேன். ரோடெல்லாம் கரெக்டாக ப்ராப்பராக எனக்கு இல்லை. அதனால் வந்து அந்த மேடு பள்ளத்துலலாம் நான் இறங்கி அந்த போஸ்ட் ஆஃபீஸ் போய் அந்த பேக்கை கொடுத்து அதில் இருக்கிற மெயிலெல்லாம் நான் கலெக்ட் பண்ணிவிட்டு மக்களுக்கு வந்து நான் இதெல்லாம் வந்து அவங்க எங்கே இருக்கிறாங்களோ அவங்க வீட்டுக்கு போய் பார்த்தா வீட்டில் இல்லைன்னா அவங்க எங்கே இருக்கிறாங்களோன்னு நான் தெரிஞ்சுக்கிட்டு அவங்க இருக்கிற இடத்துக்கு நான் கொண்டு கொடுத்துருக்கேன். திக் ஃபாரஸ்ட் அதில் வந்து இந்த பக்கம் காடு இந்த பக்கம் காடு நடுவில் வந்து ஒத்தையடி பாதை தான் இருக்குது. இந்த யானைகளோ காட்டெருமைகளோ கரடிகள்லாம் இருக்குது. அந்த கரடிகள்லாம் நாங்கள்லாம் ஒரு ஃப்ரெண்டு மாதிரி டெய்லி நான் குட் மார்னிங் போட்டு போவேன். நீ எப்படி இவ்வளோ தூரம் நடக்க முடியும், உன்னால் முடியுமா எல்லாம் கேட்டாங்க. என்னால் எல்லாம் முடியும். மக்கள் வந்து என்னை பாராட்டுறாங்களோ அவங்க பாராட்டுறதுலையே எனக்கு வந்து இருக்கிற சீக்கிரம் நோய் நொடியெல்லாம் போயிடும். அவங்களுடைய பேச்சுகள் ரொம்ப சந்தோஷப்படுறேன் நான். ஏன்னா கால் வலியோ கை வலியோ வந்தால் நடக்க முடியாது. எக்ஸசைஸு நட இதெல்லாம் நம்ம வந்து ரெகுலர் ப்ராக்டிஸ் பண்ணிக்கணும். இன்னும் நான் நிறைய நடக்கணும். நான் சாக வரைக்கும் நடந்துகிட்டே தான் இருக்கணும்.
So certainly we use brand plug over here. So, just to sum up my presentation, interesting matters, real, curious, entertaining, leads to reach and leads to influence. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. There's just about 23 seconds left.
All right, maybe no questions from the audience, Rajiv.
Thank you.
But I have a question for you before we present the hard case bag from Assembly to you. We'll request you to hold on to the stage.
Yeah.
And later I'll let you know that you would not be able to blame me for asking that question to you. But the question is, which is your favorite Dabur product?
My favorite product.
Yep.
It's a Meswak toothpaste.
Ah, nice.
That's
Okay, all right. That's a quick one. So, all right, let's have a round of applause. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, for for all those tips and tricks from Dabur that